Hey guys, it's cloudy and dreary out today, so it's a little depressing. Plus, I'm really sick of being home. Anyway, today I'm going to grade some of your work since we had our first official day of science yesterday. Even though I've kind of been feeding you small assignments all along, I'm going to show you how I grade work, especially since a certain Mr. JZ called me out this morning, upset that his work from yesterday was not already graded and waiting for him with lovely compliments in Google Classroom. So I am doing other things besides hanging out with you for an hour in the daytime, but it's okay. I get it. You want an immediate response. It's the 21st century. So I'm actually grading things this morning. And I said, hey, let me show the kids how I grade their work so they know what to look for and how to find their grades on the Google Classroom. So up here on the screen, you can see this is my teacher test Google Classroom, right? That I built to show you how to navigate through your assignments and your to-do list. Handy dandy. I highly suggest it. And I have 2 test classes, each with 1 student, which is also me under a different account, and assignments that are coming up, right? I've got one due tomorrow and I've got one due Friday. But I think that my student, Little Miss Calvo McNicholas, has done her work already because she's highly motivated. Okay, so let's go look in the other classroom. Now, in this classroom, I am the student. So here, hey, I just noticed something. In the student version, you can see the picture of the teacher. Look at that. All right, so I'm going to go into test class 2. Now, notice I have nothing showing up on my widgets, even though the teacher view showed there were assignments coming due. That means I did them already. Go me. And if I double check my to-do tab, I see, woohoo, no work to do, right? But you know what? That's kind of a farce. We always have work to do, guys. There's always work to be done. All right, so here I am in test class 2. I'm going to go to my classwork tab. And here's my work. View my work. Answer this. I turned it in. I don't have a grade yet on that. What's up with that teacher? Geez, she posted it on April 7th. It's due April 10th. Today's April 8th. How do I not have a grade yet? That teacher must have to go back and grade it. Let's check my other class. When I go into test class and I go check my classwork, ooh, I see a couple. So here's assignment 2. It says it's graded. I go to view my assignment. The teacher left me a note. I got 100 out of 100, and it says nice. And I write, thank you, Mrs. McNick. You are my favorite teacher ever. Send, right? There's an example of a private chat between myself and my teacher. Now, I'm going to show you what it's like for me. I'm going to put my student back in their dashboard. Now, unfortunately, the widget doesn't go, hey, your work is graded, right? So you have to actually go back and look at it if you're interested. So let's go back into my teacher classroom. I did not grade this assignment. So when I click the assignment, I can see that one student has turned it in, and that student is Mrs. McNicholas. And I can see that Mrs. McNicholas answered, maybe so. You know what? I'm going to give her 100 because she's just such a great student. I wish all my students were like her. I was actually kind of dorky in elementary school. I didn't get to be like snarky till high school, but even then I was never disrespectful. I'm going to return this grade to my student, and I'm going to write my student a note. Another home run. I'm using a baseball analogy because baseball's probably not going to happen until way late. And I like baseball, so that's kind of sad, right? All the opening days are a no-go. Return the work to my student. And now when my student goes into her classroom and checks her classwork, she can see that Mrs. McNicholas gave me a grade and a comment. And when I highlight it, my grade is 100, right? Assigned, returned with grade, and things I'm missing. So here's the deal. So far this morning, I've graded Savage surveys, and I graded Savage surveys strictly for participation. And if you did the grade, I wrote you guys back because it was listed as ungraded. So that won't have a number grade here. It'll just say turned in. But I did issue a note out to everybody that submitted it so far that I pushed a 10 out of 10 into your school tools. Remember, the work that you did up until we left counts for school tools and is going to go into your third quarter marking period. But I want to do things in favor of my students, especially in light of the fact that the benchmark kind of chewed up some of our interim third marking periods. And you are missing an opportunity to kind of raise that grade. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the Google Classroom work, and we're going to grade heavily in your favor to make that happen for you. So remember to participate in all of the tasks that I give you in the Google Classroom. Now, if you can't get to it or you don't do it, you won't be penalized. I will not be putting a 0 in. I'll simply leave it blank, and then it won't affect your current average, right? So if you want to affect your current average in a positive way, you'll participate in the tasks that we're posting in the classroom. That said, she really says that said a lot. That said, I went back into the big Google Classroom that we were all sharing together, and I pulled the first assignment that was in there, which was the homework questions that I gave you in the science textbook to take home on March 13th, which was the last time I saw you in person. So you want to, if you did 71 students completed that assignment and turned it in on Google Classroom, I'm going to be grading that today as well. So if you did not complete that assignment, do it. There is 0 penalty for doing any of this stuff late. I reposted that assignment in your individual period sections, so you can find it there and click straight to the homework assignment. If you don't have your book, maybe you're not home right now, maybe you're staying somewhere else for safety reasons, maybe you didn't get your book. I know one of the classes didn't get the distribution Friday afternoon, or maybe you lost it, ate it, let the dog chew it up, or just didn't bring it home. Either way, you can still do the assignment because I embedded all of the information you need to complete it into the assignment itself. And there's a video on YouTube to help you with that assignment. I'm not sure what video day it was. You're going to have to look that up on YouTube, but where I walk through the questions, so that'll help you too. So please, please, please just complete anything that you don't have completed, and I'll just keep banging those points into your school tools and raising your average. All right. So I miss you. I hope your first week at Googly School is going well, and I'll see you guys for science tomorrow.